We look after here the heritage of BT and its predecessors, which goes back to 1846. So we look after the heritage of the telegraph companies, the telephone companies and the post office, who looked after telecommunications from 1912 till 1984 with the privatisation of what would become BT. So it's a really unique heritage. Today we've had a number of students from Central St Martin's. So the students came in their own time and we had a call for proposals. The students have designed a number of different things, exhibits and films based on the archives and their inspiration from the archive collections. And today, as part of the Being Human Festival, we've run a series of events where the public have come in and they could see the students' work and they could see that next to the original archive material that inspired them. So it's been a really different day of responses to our history in very creative ways.
I'm Abby Vickris. I'm a lecturer on the Graphic Communication Design programme at Central St Martin's. The project today was a collaboration between CSM and BT Archives called Reading the Archive, and the premise of this is that instead of entering an institution like this and taking the history as fact, but opening it up to be read and interpreted, so we asked the students to respond to things they found in the archive and make projects based on their interpretations.
These are photographs of open reach boxes found around London. I was really inspired by the sort of abstract spaces they represent, and they look like kind of these vast, complex micro worlds which exist behind green boxes, which we know nothing about. I think telephones in general and audio communication is super mystic and cryptic in a way. Lots of people don't understand how it works, myself included. And I thought these were really great representations of that confusion and the complexity of it. I wanted to make a short video as well, which pans around the images and to allow the viewer to really see up close the complexities which these open reach boxes contain.
With this project and responding to the archive, I was very interested in the actual experience of a telephone box. Having been part of the generation that never used a telephone box, I'm fascinated by these little stories and anecdotes that people tell of an experience, a place that I've never experienced. So in my project, I'm asking people to tell me their stories and their experiences, the smells, the sights, the accidents, or anything about these telephone boxes.
Never been to the archives before. I'm a BT employee. I'm based in town, not very far away, so I was really excited to see this come up on the internet. I thought to come along and see a little bit of our rich history, and that's been amply rewarded here, really.
Yeah, I've seen an amazing collection of sort of art inspired by the archive. It's a great way to see the history and the archive of BT used in this way. It's really fascinating, especially I think I like the one with the virtual reality. It was really good.
A bit of a hidden gem, I think, actually. So we don't really make as much of our heritage as perhaps we could, I think. And some of the short films we've just seen as well were extremely interesting as well. Telegrams and telephones back in the day, how it really knitted the whole thing together, and how we've been at the cutting edge of technology for 140 years, is it now? Something like that. It's a really, really great story, and got a little bit of flavour of that here today.
The archive here as well is hugely inspirational to see a huge history of a company which has existed for so long. And really great archivist, Anne, who was really helpful and very inspirational.
I mean, archives to a business is such a valuable asset that can be used in so many different ways. So even just looking at today and how creative and inspired the students have been by our collections, and within an organisation, they are so important as a way of inspiring, as a way of us understanding our culture and our story as an organisation, and just seeing that our heritage of innovation, so how innovative and cutting edge we've had to be over time, is something that continues today and is part of our makeup, and I think that's really important for us to understand as an organisation and for us to help the organisation to understand.